Morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kevin Birch of Football Fanatics, and I'll be giving you a rundown of this weekend's Serie A fixtures. Alright, so first matchup, we have Cesena hosting Empoli, a clash of the promoted teams from Serie B. This is a tough game to call because both teams have exceeded expectations slightly so far. Key men for Empoli are Juventus Loni and defender Rugani. Inter Loni, Diego Laxalt and Thibaut Guarante, ex-Sevilla and Atalanta midfielder. And in attack they have ex-Starlet Francesco Tavano. Key men for Cesena are Juventus Loni, he's nicknamed the next Buffon, Nicola Leali, and ex-promising Italian striker Gabi Marilongo in attack. Home form is important for both teams, and I think it will play a part. So I think Cesena may have a slight edge in this fixture, but according to the bookies, a draw is more expected with 1 to 3.70 odds. Safe bet on either winning is 1 to 2.7 odds. Safe bet. Second game, we have a monstrous clash. Milan versus Juventus at the San Siro. This is a very tough game to call a winner because both teams have started with a bang, right? Milan seems to be ultra attacking with regards to the coaching philosophy of Filippo Inzaghi. However, Juventus seems to have taken their playing style another level under ex-Milan coach Massimiliano Allegri. They have yet to concede a goal, and they have created a plethora of chances, with their being clinical or not clinical being their only problem. Milan's problem, of course, is their leaky defense. So far, they have been outscoring the opposition, right? So it will be interesting to see how this game goes. The bookies favor a Milan win, offering great odds 1 to 3.30. With regards to a draw, 1 to 3.25, and with Juventus being overall favourites in this fixture, they have odds of 1 to 220. With the injury crisis that Milan are currently undergoing, it's tough to call key men, but it's fair to say that Jerry Menez and Kaisuke Honda, with the way they started the season, they will be the key men for Milan to take a hold of this game. For Juventus, difficult to single out any one particular player, but so far the key men will be Carlos Tevez to continue his fine form in attack. Llorente has been unlucky to get a couple goals, but he has been in the thick of things with some of the challenges he has been on the end of. And whatever backline that Juventus starts this weekend, they will also be key to a Juventus victory. Because it's at the San Siro and the feel-good factor, I think Milan may just edge this game 1-0. Alright? Third game is Chievo hosting Parma. Both teams has made a lot of changes in the mercato, right? But I think with Chievo going from strength to strength and Parma being defensively in shambles at various points during the season, especially versus the thriller against against Milan last week, I think Chievo may just spring a surprise in this one. Alright, if you are a betting person, the bookies favor 1 to 3.15 odds on a draw. But on big returns for Chievo win, it's 1 to 290 odds. Parma has 1 to 250 odds on this game, suggesting that Chievo on current form may be slight favorites. Next game, very interesting game, is Roma featuring Cagliari. Roma has started the season brilliantly. They have scored a couple goals, have yet to concede. They had an excellent showing in this week's Champions League fixture versus CSKA Moscow. Cagliari, coached by ex-Roma Czech Zdeněk Zeman. He is a youth. He's a coach that likes youth. So I think Roma's overall talent and experience, as well as the sound tactics of Rudy Garcia, should play in Roma's favor overwhelmingly. Cagliari, they have yet to gel and get themselves in order under Zeman, and with him playing all-out attack, Roma, who are very strong on their counter-attack, will like nothing better. Key men for Cagliari, if they are to have any hope in this game: in attack, Samuel Longo, on loan from Inter, as well as striker Marco Sau. In midfield, Lorenzo Christeng, also from Inter. He will have a say if Cagliari are to have a result in midfield. Roma, however, whole team is expected to have a big contribution, especially in attack. If Jovinho starts this game, I expect him and Wani Turbe to run rampant in this game, with Francesco Totti pulling the strings, and he may also get in on the scoring act. The betting odds: if you are a gambling person, the bookies say bet on Cagliari because you're going to get 1 to 10 betting odds in a Cagliari win. A draw is 1 to 5. A Roma win, as expected, you won't get much returns on that, 1 to 1.30 betting odds. Next fixture we have Genoa Lazio. A tough game to call, right? Genoa have played well, but they have yet to get the goals and the results that reflects as much. They have Matteo Perrin, also dubbed the next Buffon. He's been in fine form this season so far, especially in the onslaught they faced against Fiorentina last week. Lazio has had one of the best mercatos this summer, and despite their opening defeat against Milan, I think they showed enough in that fixture, as well as their first win against Cesena last week, that they can do some damage in Serie A this year. So Lazio, I think, will have the edge in this game based on the coach that they have, Stefano Pioli, and the signings that they made. The bookies seem to think so by offering 1 to 2.40 odds in a Lazio win. Genoa has 1 to 2.95 odds in their favor, with a draw being 1 to 3.25 betting odds. Next game is Sassuolo versus Sampdoria. Sassuolo, to put it lightly, had a shocking defensive display against Inter Milan last week in their 7-0 defeat to the Nerazzurri, coupled with the inexplicable red card to star striker Domenico Berardi, who will be missing obviously from this game, serving a 1-match suspension. Sampdoria has been in fine form this season. Right, they have strengthened well, and the team so far going great guns under Sinisa Mihailovic, ex-Sampdoria legend. Based on these past couple games, I think Sampdoria are good value for 1 to 2.65 betting odds on a win in their favor. Sassuolo, however, when they have gotten things right, they were very strong at home coming on to the end of last season. And I think they will want to make a statement of intent to show that last week's defeat was just a blip in the overall positive project. They also have 1 to 2.65 odds in their favor, and a draw gives you 1 to 3.30 betting odds. Personally, I expect with Sampdoria being in fine form, I expect them to edge this game. Next game is Atalanta versus Fiorentina. Atalanta is always a bogey team for Fiorentina in the past couple years, with Herman Dennis and recently departed Giacomo Bonaventura being key men in those clashes with La Viola. However, La Viola have been playing very well, but they have yet to get the results to reflect their level of play. Right? Atalanta obviously have lost a key man in Bonaventura, but I expect that new signing Alejandro Gomez to link up well with Herman Dennis if Atalanta is to have any chance of winning this game. Fiorentina has a midweek Europa League fixture that may affect their squad selection. However, I still think that if they continue playing the way they have for the past couple of games, I think Fiorentina may just edge this one. Fiorentina are favourites in this fixture as reflected in the betting odds of 1 to 2.30 in their favour. A draw, which is highly plausible in this game, is 1 to 3.20 betting odds. But if you're looking for a good value for money winnings, betting on Atalanta at 1 to 3.15 in this fixture is not a bad way to go. Alright? Next game, intriguing game, Udinese versus hosting Napoli. Results wise, Udinese has had a mixed season, but their level of play has been exemplary under Andrea Stramaccioni. Napoli can't seem to get their heads in order at the moment. Injuries, a little rumored inside bickering between Rafael Benitez and owner Aurelio De Laurentiis, as well as the ultras dissatisfied with the transfer business Napoli conducted this season. So it's too early to say, but so far Napoli seems to be a bit out of sorts. Udinese seems to be a more settled team at this point in time. Key men will forever be the ever-young Antonio Di Natale and Colombian hitman Luis Muriel in attack. I expect that duo to give Napoli backline all sorts of trouble. However, Napoli still remains a very strong team, coached by a very well-experienced and wily tactician. So they wouldn't totally be out of this game. However, with that being said, I expect this game to be a draw, a goal-laden draw. So a safe bet on a draw is 1 to 3.30 betting odds. A Napoli win gets you 1 to 2.25 betting, and an Udinese win will get you 1 to 3.15 betting odds. Next game, we have Palermo versus Inter. A cagey affair is expected. Tough game to call. Reason being, Palermo always tricky at home in Sicily. Inter are still feeling out themselves under Mazzari with the new recruits. So far, a pattern seems to be emerging that away from home, Inter will line up in a variant of 3-6-1, and some games, according to the opposition, they will line up in a 3-5-2 formation. So I think according to how Walter Mazzari lines up Inter, this game still supposed to be in Inter's favor. Right? That's reflected in the betting odds at 1 to 2 in the Nerazzurri's favor. Key men will be Mauro Icardi, fresh from his hat-trick last week versus Sassuolo and his excellent showing in the Europa League qualifiers, and Mateo Kovacic. Palermo, they have been a bit unlucky this season so far, but they are still expected to put in an excellent showing against the Italian giants. They have excellent betting odds at 1 to 3.70 for a win in the Rossonero's favor. A draw gives you 1 to 3.35 betting odds. And finally, the last game is Torino versus Verona. As expected, Torino are expected to struggle this season. They have lost a lot of goals in Immobile and Churchy. Amari and Cagliari, their replacements are not prolific enough. However, if this game has any goals in them, expect from Torino's side of things to be spectacular goals. Verona are so far proven to be tricky travellers. They don't necessarily travel well. However, they are in better form and have more firepower than Torino. It's a tough game to call results-wise, because I think Torino are always a solid team at home, as evidenced by their first game versus Inter in week 1, 0-0 draw. So I think if you are a betting person, I would give this game a draw. Right? Betting on a draw gives you 1 to 3.45 betting odds. A Verona win gives you 1 to 4.15 odds. And Torino, who seems to be the favourites for this game, however, I beg to disagree, they have 1 to 1.90 betting odds. Right? So there you have it. That's my preview for Serie A this weekend. Alright, so I hope you enjoy this weekend's fixture in Serie A. Thank you.